So, it's that time of the year where we're pretty much fiending for some football. The NBA Finals are almost done with, and then we enter that really dark place. Fortunately, we do have our annual sports docuseries right around the corner, Last Chance U Season 4, and QB1 Beyond the Lights Season 3. Unfortunately, info on each of them has been pretty scarce to this point. With that said, in this video, I do want to go over everything we do know about each show and about each upcoming season, and I also want to take a look at each show's patterns to see what we can infer based on how the shows usually operate. There won't be any spoilers in this one, just enough info to get you up to speed. Subscribe if you're new and enable your notifications if you haven't, and without further ado, hold up, let me find an old clip from a different video. Here we go. Y'all already know what time it is. Cue the wang. Let's start out with Last Chance U. This is the 4th season of the show now, and it's been featured exclusively on Netflix since the very beginning, which makes it a lot easier to predict when it's gonna drop. I used the same method last year and was 100% right, so I'm definitely expecting the same thing this year. If we go back and look at season 1, it dropped on July 29, 2016, then seasons 2 and 3 were moved up a few days as the show gained popularity. Season 2 dropped on July 21st, 2017, then Season 3 dropped on July 20th, 2018. All 3 of those dates fall on a Thursday or Friday during mid to late July. So with that, we can infer that Season 4 is definitely going to drop next month, somewhere between the 18th and the 26th. Also, director Greg Whiteley confirmed in a recent podcast interview that the show would be coming out in July of this year. So we definitely don't have long to wait now. QB1 is way more complicated, only because it started out on a website called Go90. It's licensed by Complex and now lives on Netflix. So the first 2 seasons actually dropped in February of 2017 and 2018. We're obviously well past that point in 2019, show's still not out. And that's led some people to think that we don't have season 3 on the way, but it's actually been confirmed for a while now that we are indeed getting a season 3. Now that the show lives on Netflix, I have to assume we're going to be following Netflix's schedule from last year. They added season 1 to Netflix in August of 2018, which was months after season 2 had already come out on the internet. They then waited a little while and added season 2. So I came in already expecting it to drop in August, and fortunately I was able to find an article that supported that hypothesis. August 2019, only a couple of months away. Last Chance U is going to be back at Independence in Kansas, so we're all going to be catching up with JB. It's going to be really interesting this season to see how everything plays out. When JB got to Independence, there were no expectations, but after leading the team to their first winning season in forever, we're going to be able to see if JB is able to maintain that this year. Malik Henry spent some time on campus as well, so we'll catch up with him. Miss P is back, plus a host of brand new personalities. Also, some of you guys may remember that I was invited out last year during filming, and I'll likely make a cameo in this year's show as well. That should be dope. As far as QB1, we have 3-star QBs as usual. We have Oklahoma's Spencer Rattler, Arizona's all-time high school football passing leader, and the 2018 Elite 11 MVP. Like, this dude is the truth, and Oklahoma's future is looking hella bright at the position. Next, it seems like every single year there's a Georgia commit on this show. We started with Jake Fromm, then we got Justin Fields. This season we're gonna have Carson Beck. Now, while his college selection is far from unique when it comes to QB1, there is something that is very different about Carson. While even in the descriptions of the show it says that it follows QBs during their senior year, Carson actually doesn't graduate till 2020, meaning he's an underclassman during his time on the show. He's actually going to be playing his senior season this year, which means his junior year is the one that was documented. So that's pretty cool. It looks like we got our first underclassman, and assuming there's going to be a season 4, he's probably going to be the first guy to be featured on multiple seasons. Carson is a 6'4" pro-style QB. He's ranked number 4 at his position for now. Lastly, we have UK QB Nick Scalzo. undersized dual threat guy who's said to have an amazing story. I decided not to delve too deep because I don't want to spoil it for myself, and I definitely don't want to spoil it for y'all, but I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. As a 3-star quarterback, Nick actually rounds it off because Carson Beck's a 4-star guy and Spencer Rattler a 5-star. Here's a few other miscellaneous things that we know. In the new season of Last Chance U, we're definitely going to be getting another Where Are They Now type episode. Last year we caught up with players from the previous seasons, most notably Isaiah Wright. This year we can expect to hear from Ollie and Dakota Allen for sure, and I can't wait to see who else they choose to catch up with. There's a lot of great choices. I don't know that they'll be able to get everybody that we would want to see, but director Greg Whiteley has confirmed that there is a Where Are They Now episode this year as well. So that's going to be cool, man. I like the fact that they continue to tell the story of the players over time. Now, I'm honestly expecting another interview to pop up, an article, or maybe even a trailer here pretty soon for either of the two shows. It's getting pretty close to that time where they should, at least for Last Chance U, start kind of advertising the fact that it's going to be coming out. It may be another month or so after that before we start to hear much about QB1, but make sure you're staying tuned into the channel because the second we know something, I'll definitely be making a video about it here. Lastly, man, the director does have another show cooking up. I spoke to him personally about this. He couldn't tell me a ton about it. I just know that they're filming somewhere here in Texas, and that's just some extra information that I figured I'd give you guys since you were here. Again, we'll be on the lookout for that and see how it goes. Other than that, man, thank y'all for watching the video. Don't forget to share it on Twitter, Reddit, and all your social media. That way the channel continues to grow and we can get this news to as many Last Chance U fans as possible. Other than that, I'm gonna holler at you next time. My name is FlemLo Raps. 1.
Yeah, you'll never know quitter, 'cause I'ma go get her.